designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that split, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second and 3. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now on first down, Mostert stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good play defensively. It'll be a loss of 1. Second down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete to Juju.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
At the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Balaj. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Gain of only a yard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo now. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake.
Garoppolo's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
The goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The quick slant caught.
Complete.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Eddie Goldman with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
37-yard line.
A draw play now. Balaj. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
To Tariq Cohen.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 25-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. 7 yards there and a first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 24-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, it's Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down. On now, the Bears' all-time leading scorer, Robbie Gould, kicking against his former team. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now the second down throw on target. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
21. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here comes Cohen. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Right set, 33. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory. You got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo to Ayuk. 1st down 49ers. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. for it. It's Garoppolo going top shelf, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Carson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shot.